Alrighty, hey everyone in YouTube land. I've got a little different update here. I've hinted at this thing before, but I have not shown it in its partial glory yet. So I thought I would just give you a quick update where it is, where it stands. This here, my friends, is my wife's hobby hut, she calls it. You know, kind of a, I don't know, maker shed for girls, maybe? I think this is super cool. This is something that maybe you may or may not want to show to your wife, because if she sees this, she's going to want you to spend some money on it. She's going to want to have one just like this, and there's probably a lot of guys out there that would be jealous of this little building because, well, yeah, it's going to be, I think, decked out pretty nice for doing hobby stuff in there. How about this? How about we walk around a little bit? My son-in-law has actually constructed this thing, so I haven't had to do much on it yet. He has done a good job. A little bit of learning has gone into this, and that's okay, you know. It's got a metal roof on it, vinyl siding. It's on skids, and we've got anchors going down in the ground, so it's anchored down. This is the back window here. You're gonna have some lights back here, so she can, you know, flick the lights on, look and see what's going on out in the woods in case there's bear evil critters out there. It is sitting on, well, probably 1.5 feet of gravel that I put out here. Let's walk inside real quick. Okay, so let's take a look at the inside of this building, and I really apologize that this video is going to be dark because I don't have lighting actually hooked up in here yet, and it's dark outside, so that's not helping me on the inside, even though we've got plenty of windows in here. Yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 windows in here, plus the door window. It's 10 by 20, 10 deep, I guess you call it, by 20 wide. Have plenty of electrical outlets, which I've been doing now. Like I said, my son-in-law actually built the entire thing, so I think he did a fine job of that. Now I'm doing some wiring, so I'm trying to play electrician here. I've got plugs all over the place. I've got, let's see, 4 in each box, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes. That's 28, 29, 30 outlets, 3110 outlets on 3 different circuits. And then we've got a couple of 220 outlets, one right there, and one over yonder over there. And we've got a 220 outlet for the heating air conditioner unit that's going in here. And of course, lighting. We've got plenty of lighting wired up here, 3 different spots, and I'm gonna planning on, good Lord willing, this big kind of a, I don't know, what do you want to call it, a antique, not chandelier, but something out of black pipe. So there's a multitude of lights up on the top for her, so she doesn't have to fight shadows and whatnot. As soon as we get the wiring finished and hooked up to the shed, I've got to tie into my shed, then we can start getting the heater in here. And once that gets in, then the insulation will come in, and we'll get sheetrock on the walls and so on. Not going to really have to worry about, you know, carefully taping the sheetrock and all that, because we plan to put, what would you call it, like a beadboard panel or whatever on part of it. And then I have a bunch of pine cut up on the sawmill. And I think she wants to do something that looks sort of on the order of a pallet wall in here. And I don't know if we've really decided exactly where that's going to go. I think it's going to go on this back wall, okay? So you walk in and you're going to see that pallet wall right on the back there. She wants to do her 2 hobbies. She does stained glass, so she likes a place where she can have a counter over here and do some grinding, glass cutting and whatnot, and have a table in the middle here for laying out her projects. And then she also likes to do a little bit of sewing and needlework, quilting, whatever. Kind of traditional making stuff, I guess. We have an idea, and one day this is going to make a pretty good YouTube video, I think, so stay tuned. I'm not sure how quick we're going to get to it, but our plan is to make a table that is split into 2 different tables. And I saw an idea for this on a kind of an idea along this line on a channel Bob Claggett, I believe his name is. He made a couple tables that stick together with magnets. Well, then we got to talking about that, and here in this space, it's not like you're going to be rolling the tables around. And it would be nice to have plenty of room between the tables when you don't need such a big table area. But then when you want to have a big table area, it'd be nice to have one big table that spans this entire thing, right? So we shot this idea around a little bit, and my son-in-law said, well, why don't you make two leaves on the table, that can fold down or fold up? And basically, I think what we're going to do is make a table that is separated in the center. So there's about a 3-4 foot gap in the center, but then you can raise the leaves and have it come together in the center and make one continuous table all the way across. So instead of having, like two little 4x4 tables, this thing will be able to be, I don't know, whatever space we end up with in here. It's 20, you take away 5 feet on each side. Well, that still leaves you with, say, 10 feet, a 10-foot long table, right? So you could have a 10-foot long table by 4 foot wide, or maybe a little bit better than 4 foot. Something along that line. It'd be beautiful, You get a few people that want to work together, and knowing her, I think she's going to want to have friends over, and they're all going to sit around and do something. So anyway, stay tuned to this, because as we get along and start putting in some of the pine and whatnot, I'm going to keep giving you updates, and just, show your wife, just don't let her spend all your money just yet. I know this is something to make your missus jealous, but I can't help it. I just can't help it. Sorry about it. So there it is. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and click that little bell thing, whatever it is, so you can get updates and keep track of what's going on here. We'll see you later.